Yesterday, we saw the single day largest Bitcoin correction out of history. And while this was happening, we recorded the biggest liquidation event in Bitcoin's history, even larger, even 15 times larger than the pandemic crash and about 13 times larger than the FTX collapse. So in today's video, I will be discussing the reasons why we saw this crash. I will be discussing the most important charts on Bitcoin to look at right now. Is this truly the signal that the Bitcoin bull market is over? I'm going to be talking about that. I will be talking about the fact what happened to my trade because I got stopped out of all of my trades, and I want to give a big update about what my next moves are right now in the market. And yes, I will be discussing Ethereum, which exactly came down towards my Fibonacci level I have spoken about in many videos before here. So I'm going to be talking about what does this mean for the Ethereum chart right now here. I'm going to be talking about the Bitcoin dominance and so much more here. So don't forget to once again slap on that like button. Back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And let me jump straight away in today's update video. So first of all, yesterday, this major correction basically got started by, of course, Donald Trump, that once again was imposing tariffs on China. And this time around, he imposed a 100% tariff on China. First, the markets were thinking he was bluffing. And whenever they saw, okay, this is something very seriously, it was not only Bitcoin that took a very big hit, but also, for example, the S&P 500 dropped with about 3% in a daily candle, which is quite a lot for the classic stock market. This is literally one of the largest crashes we've seen in a very long time on the stock market. But basically, all markets got very heavily hit here. And since there was a lot of open interest on the market, we saw major Bitcoin and crypto long positions got wrecked here. And you can see that here on the chart. This is by far one of the largest liquidations events from of this year. And if we're going to compare it towards the previous ones from the pandemic crash, if we're going to compare it towards the FTX collapse, those liquidation events were nothing compared to what we saw today here, or yesterday. Because yesterday we saw about $19 billion in crypto being evaporated. And this, of course, caused, major stop losses to be hit, like mine as well. And due to this, people are selling out their positions, and Bitcoin basically had a major flash crash all the way down towards $102,000. So big correction on Bitcoin basically happened. And yeah, with my trades, I all got stopped out of them. And one of them, my Optos trade, I got completely wrecked on. And I'm going to be fully transparent since I'm doing this $1 to $10 million challenge. I was sitting on $3.4 million on this trading account, and now once again back towards about $1 million. So yes, I got hit very hard on this most recent correction towards the downside. But right now it is the time to reset and of course look at the new opportunities again here. And soon I will be also release my copy trading feature where you can exactly copy my trades here. This is of course going to be only available for everyone in the VIP Telegram group here. And yesterday on the video, I also discussed that this guy, one of the traders, Rizal, he opened up a short position on Bitcoin. And yes, that trade perfectly played out here. So that is why we have multiple professional traders in the channel sharing their setups. So if you want to be joining any of these trades here, check it out in the second link in today's video description to stay up to date on all these trades. And if you're in the VIP Telegram group here, soon I will be sharing there my own copy trading link here where you can basically join me with my trades here. Because what I am currently doing, I'm going to be discussing my game plan right now here for Bitcoin. I am going to be waiting. That is literally what I will be doing. For the next 3 to 4 days, I'm going to be waiting. Why? Is because if I'm analyzing all the previous big flash crashes, all the previous big liquidations events, for example, over here as well here on the FTX collapse here, you saw Bitcoin basically come down, come back up again here. Maybe we're going to see another big correction today here. But basically, whenever we're going to be slowing down here, this phase right here, then I am going to be starting to set up my limit orders again here. Because then I can start to read what the market is likely going to be doing next year. So that is for me not the case right now, and that is also exactly the case. For example, the pandemic crash here. You can see here a few days of slowdown, and then you can start to decide, okay, what is going to be happening next year? Is this already the bottom, or are we going to be going deeper? So this is basically what a strategy that I personally use here, because yes, Bitcoin could still take a massive hit today here. I'm very much aware of that, and I just want to be waiting to see if we can hold on towards this very critical level for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Because there are multiple signals I also discussed here, like for example, that if we're looking purely at the timings, this is clearly the last part of the Bitcoin cycle. And 2 days ago, also in this video I uploaded, I discussed the fact that now we're 1064 days in this Bitcoin bull market cycle, and historically 1064 days in, Bitcoin has always stopped here. So maybe it's not going to be exactly the same this time around here, but of course, this is something I do definitely want everyone to be paying attention towards right now here. So yes, I am just going to be taking it slow. I'm going to be waiting on the sidelines for ever so slightly. I mean, we're looking at this major upper sloping trend line for Bitcoin, but in my opinion, if we're going to be breaking this, I think we're going to be still seeing another drop towards the downside, because such a big correction towards the downside is only signaling me one thing, and that is that most likely we're going to be filling up that liquidity on the lower side for Bitcoin. So there could be another big move towards the downside. And if we are going to be seeing that next move towards the downside, we have to look at very important levels. And for example, one of those levels is going to be the $92,000 level for me. And also one of these other levels is this high right here, the $98,000 level. So in my opinion, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious right here. I'm going to be waiting. I prefer to be trading long positions, and I'm going to be waiting till it's going to come towards one of my favorable levels. And guys, I am just a very patient trader. Of course, I'm trading with a lot of money, $1 million. I don't want to blow it. That is why I had my stop loss set up here. I was on $3 million, now all the way back to $1 million. I don't care. I show all my trades on the channel, and I will continue to do so. And also, guys, if you want to be trading with me on WeX, sign up using that first link in today's video description, because in these periods, guys, you can currently get, first of all, a free. Because, guys, if you're trading on WeX, you will not only get a 25% fee rebate, making this the cheapest exchange out there, but also they're giving away deposit bonuses up to $30,000, and you can get a free $100 by signing up on a phone number, by signing up an account using that first link below, confirming your phone number and email, and then you can get a free trade to maybe make some money again here. So that is basically the strategy for me right now on Bitcoin. But if I'm looking at Ethereum, and if I'm, of course, going to be looking back at all my previous videos, I basically mentioned one level on Ethereum where I want to be going, not all in, but very heavily in towards my positions. This exact level on the Fibonacci. And of course, just look back on my channel. I've mentioned it in almost every single video out there in like the last 2 weeks here. I mentioned this level. And this level was, of course, exactly hit by the exact number. We hit this level and we bounced from it. And personally, what I am currently doing for Ethereum, I think, once again, what we usually see here is that people think, okay, we already bounced towards the upside, but personally, what I think, we're going to come down again here, fill up the liquidity, and then move towards the upside most likely. So what I will be doing is basically be also a little bit cautious with Ethereum. I'm going to be waiting on the sidelines. And whenever I see a bottom structure occur, and we're going to come back towards this level, because this is, in my opinion, a zone where I want to be going more heavily in towards Ethereum and basically buy up more bigger positions, then I will be interested on opening up a big leverage trade again on Ethereum. So once again, I've been very patient, and this is, of course, going to be playing out ultimately. And I mean, if I'm also looking at Aptos, one of the trades I took, I absolutely got wrecked on this one here. I mean, we entered over here approximately, then moved towards the upside, was a big profit, and then, of course, this flash crash came here. So this flash crash, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't exactly saw it coming, and I think most people didn't saw it coming. And this is, of course, also part of trading. But ultimately, for Aptos right now, yes, we are seeing a big correction. But ultimately, nothing changes for Aptos, in my opinion. I've still got a very big spot back. And of course, I explained it in many videos before as well here. But basically, the reasons why I've been accumulating Aptos is purely due to fundamental reasons. I saw that revenue was increasing, volume was increasing, but the price wasn't following. And I think this is still exactly for play right now here. So Aptos is still one of the bags I'm currently holding on spot. I'm going to be looking for a new leverage order as well over here. But Aptos is still, in my opinion, a very favorable project. But all in all, we got a major flash crash. And this is all due to the fact that, of course, we got these new tariffs on China. And now what we're going to be doing, and now what I will be doing, is just wait a little bit on the sidelines, let the market see what it's going to be doing. I'm going to be looking at key levels, set up my orders over there, and of course, I will be opening up my copy trading account here so you can exactly copy my trades here, because, I mean, we've been making a lot of money with trading in the last few months here. Of course, now it's very unfortunate we got stopped out here, but still 72K in the profit on this challenge. But yeah, now it's time to reset and basically look at new opportunities again here. And that is what I will be doing. And I can't exactly tell you what I'm going to be opening up right now yet here, because we just have to wait to see where the market is going to be heading towards in the next 2 to 3 days here, because we have to settle down, let the market do its thing here, and then I can start to give you a more clear direction where I want to be entering and where I want to be, of course, exiting my position. So this is it for me in today's update video. If this video was interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap on that like button, will be highly appreciated, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.